Hello. And welcome to the Crucible. 2 weeks since the launch of Shadowkeep. Let's get started. Now that we've gotten that montage out of the way, let's get into the thick of it. The past 2 days are the first time I've played Crucible since the Shadowkeep launch. You might also be able to tell from my weapons and armor loadout that I hadn't played on my Titan account since launch either. The only reason for this was because I wanted to test a theory. There was a lot of hubbub over all the weapon and armor changes that came with Shadowkeep. These changes are amazing and have breathed new life into a game that I love. But I had a question in mind. If I run bottom tree striker, one-eyed mask, and ace of spades, can I still dominate at the game? The short answer, yes. The slightly longer answer, also yes. But the first thing that needs to happen is Bungo needs to fix matchmaking, so my friend and I aren't sitting around for almost 10 minutes just to get into a quick play match. For the most part, weapon loadouts haven't changed that much. The Recluse is still a very popular pick, probably due to the fact that Bungo didn't change it at all, even though they changed almost every single weapon in the game. Fortunately, the mountaintop is not as annoying anymore, and by that, I mean, no one seems to be using it. This probably has something to do with this season's pinnacle weapon, Randy's throwing knife. This definitely not a knife weapon, is a scout rifle. You know, that one weapon type the majority of players don't use. So be prepared to be outranged at every corner, because everyone and their younger brother, Timmy, who they promised to carry to legend, is using them. On the other hand, if you don't run down major sightlines like an idiot, then you'll probably have a normal Crucible experience. And by normal, I mean more salt filled than the Dead Sea. I swear Shaxx trades salt to the Awoken. On the occasion Mara uses her giant magical wish dragon to warp in there for a booty call. Armor for roaming supers has been tweaked as well. When you use Dawn Blade, Spectral Blades, Nova Warp, Fist of Havoc, or Sentinel Shield, you are no longer invincible. You are still able to wipe the enemy team. It just requires a little more thinking. But even scrubs like myself can one-shot someone out of their super, as opposed to before this update, when I could unload 7 out of the 8 shots from my last word into a Dawn Blade and they would survive just enough to kill me. Competitive play has also been changed. There is only one game mode now, 3v3 survival. I'm much more of a fan of only having one game mode in competitive than having to pray to RNGesus that I don't have to play my 3rd round of Countdown in a row. Speaking of Countdown, the game mode no longer exists. This has caused absolutely no one to give a crap, probably because it was universally hated. Another major change to competitive is that you don't drop glory ranks once I break the threshold for a certain rank. Even if I lose every single game for the rest of my non-existent career, I will never drop below that rank for the rest of the season. So have fun grinding for the Mountaintop and Recluse if you didn't get them last season. All in all, the Crucible is pretty much the same. Most exotic and pinnacle weapons that were good last season are still good this season. Maybe in a few more weeks the meta will change, but I'm not worried about that, because I absolutely hate PvP. So come join me on Twitch for more of my salt-fueled adventures. But my brand of salt is not boring table salt like others. My salt is like the fancy salt they get from the Himalayas. So until next time, have fun, and make sure to shotgun camp when you're losing.